Okay, last layout. You get a lot of layouts in this kit. Not too bad, right? All right, let's look at this. Remember that if you want to, you can distress everything in black first. So just pause the video and go ahead and do that if you want to. Right now we're going to take 4 of the lagoon pieces. Well, we'll just do 2 right now, and we'll do 2 when we get to that page, and rip the edge on the 12-inch lengthwise side. So just like this. And I find if you rip it towards you with your right hand, you get that nice white look to it. Look, and this is going to go towards the top of the page over the white cardstock. So that should look super cute. So I'm just doing maybe 1/3 of it, you know, something around there. And I'm gonna do it to the bottom one. So there's, if you're gonna look carefully, I believe that these are they both the same size? Let me make sure if they were the same size. Yeah, basically they're the same size, so that's good. So do it with the second one. And this will go down to the bottom. And then we're gonna use our white daisy cardstock at our base and spatter the pages with toffee shimmer brush. So after I tear this, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my box to do the spattering, because I didn't see that we have to do that first. So let me grab my box. Okay, just like before, put your white cardstock in a box or someplace where it's be safe from these spatters. And then I'm gonna do a little bit lighter look this time, not so blotchy. Set that one aside. And then this one. And that'll be a nice little background. Just like that. So set them aside for a few minutes to dry before you start gluing things on, or you're gonna get a lot of glitter on your hands. Right, you're gonna start with your thinner striped piece. Remember, you can use the back if you like the back better. And that's gonna go up at the top of the page, and I'm just gonna tilt it here so I can get to it easily. I should have some Christmas music on in the background here. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, like that. And then the bottom one is the wider strip. Okay, and that goes flush with the bottom. Just like that. And then we're gonna put these blue strips on. So do it with the rip side up. And that's gonna have a nice look to it. And that's gonna go flush with these 2 pieces. So push it right up against it. I love when it's easy to keep straight. All right, like that. And then the other one on the bottom. And then we're gonna take those glitter paper strips and put them on the lagoon paper. So right here, just above the striped, get my glue. I didn't put the top on, so, oh, it's working, good. So I'm gonna put a little bit thicker coat this time. I know you can't see this glue because it's blue on blue. That'll hold down the shimmer glitter paper. See, they go glitter paper and shimmer trim. So I'm always mixing them up. All right. That's gonna go right on the lagoon on the straight side. Like that. And we're gonna flip around and do the same thing here. These also won't take too long. You guys looked out, I'll tell you. She must have really toned it down because, you know, I have done a lot of her layouts in the past and they take hours, especially that school one that I did a long time ago. That was a whole album. Oh, each page was such a pain. I sold a lot of those kits though. All right, that goes right above, or you could say below the stripes, because we're working on the top of the page right now. And right on the lagoon, the straight side of the lagoon. Flip that around. All right, next, let's see, proceed with the bottom 1x2 stripe. Yeah, we already did that, and then the lagoon. I don't know why she says proceed, that's weird. Huh, I think she wrote it down twice. That same thing. I don't see anything else there. That must be what she did. She accidentally wrote the directions twice on that. So working your way from the right hand side of the page, add your melon and glacier photo mat. Add 1/8 of an inch from the right and add the remaining pieces, leaving an 1/8 in between. So we're going to try to center that. These mats. So it looks like there's a peach mat at the top, glacier mat at the bottom. So let me just lay them out here and I'll give you an idea. She wants them 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. So I'm gonna say that's running about 1.5 inches from the top. All right, so I'm gonna mark that on my mat here, and that's where I'll put it, about 1/8 of an inch in and 1.5 down. So I'm just going to look at my Versamat to the 1.5 inch mark there, which is actually so it's right at the 10.5 mark for the top, and then 1/8 of an inch in. I'm eyeballing. And then the glacier will be the same, except it'll be 1 1/8 from, or 1.5 from the bottom. Now, that doesn't quite match because this is thicker, so we're gonna go a little bit more. We're gonna go 1 3/4 from the bottom for the glacier mat. Now she says leave 1/8 of an inch between, but that doesn't make it very even. So I'm gonna leave more of a 1/4 inch between. And I see my glacier's a little bit wider than my melon there, or my is that melon? Yeah, it's probably melon. So next over will be, we'll do 1/8 of an inch because that's what she says for that. So I'm not doing, I'm doing 1/4 of an inch between, but 1/8 of an inch over for the next mats. And the bottom one will be peach again, or melon. All right. Just eyeballing a little bit today. So this is going to be a little bit closer because my papers aren't cut exactly perfectly. So I'm going to move that just a touch closer. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. Now let's put in those photos or your photo placeholders. Like that. Over here is going to be the lagoon paper, because this will be a journaling spot. Now, if you're not a journaler, then you're going to use that as a photo spot, right? Easy. Put this down. Am I going to need to tuck anything? Not, it doesn't look like it on that. And then 2 more photo placeholders. Just like that. Let me make sure everything's going good on my video. Yep. All right, and I should have one more photo placeholder. Where did that go? Disappeared. I think I have some over here, so let me grab one. I must have thought that last one was journaling too, but it's not. All right, so this is the left-hand page we're working on right now. I think that is it for that part. And then a big mat over here. This is also gonna, looks like about 1/8 of an inch. And let me see if she's, yep, she said just 1/8 of an inch in. And that's probably gonna be centered, from what I can tell there. So I'm going to, again, line this up on my Versamat. Put it right in between those white lines. And then I'm gonna just kind of place it where I think it will be centered. And I'm looking over here to see, I think I'll probably do it between about 9 and 3 inches there. So let me, I got my adhesive on it, so I didn't wanna put it down permanently there. So basically about 3 inches from the bottom. I'm just gonna match that up on my Versamat. Make sure I'm lined up in those white lines. About there. And then put it down about 1/8 of an inch away from the other mats. Fill that up with a photo placeholder or your photo. So does anybody watch the Great British Baking Show? I've been watching that today while I'm uploading videos. What a great show that is. Grab your glitter paper. It's so much fun to see those people baking. Now it looks like this is wider, so she probably slipped it under. I'm not seeing any purpose in doing that, so I'm gonna just leave it completely wide. If you wanted that to be a skinnier piece, either cut it or slide it under that photo. I think this is gonna be just fine that way. I don't see any reason otherwise. Do I? Did she not get, did we not cut it? Let me check and see before I put it down. Oh. Did she cut that? Center. And you know, it just says add melon glitter paper strip at the top. Okay, so we're good. And then I think we're ready to decorate. Let's start from the right-hand side this time. Now this is where you can draw your journaling lines if you want to. And you're just gonna take a ruler and draw lines all the way down that. I'm not doing that anymore because I'd rather use these, our journaling strip stickers, so much easier. And I think they will still look cute because they'll kind of be popped up there. So what I'm gonna do is measure this and figure out about where I wanna put those journaling lines. So all the way across, it looks like about 2 1/4. So I'm probably gonna cut these at 2. And then I'll just pop them up on there. They're gonna look awesome that way. And I'll just be able to stick them on. Oops, let me make sure that's right. That looks really short. No, I'm sorry, 2, and it was 2 3/4. So I'm gonna put it at 2 1/2. 2 1/2, cut them. And then I'm just gonna stick them on here in a whimsical way, probably. That way I don't have to keep them straight. Let me see, am I gonna put anything at the top of that? Yes, I'm gonna put the word winter. So I'm gonna slip some in here, kind of whimsically, climbing up. And I'm gonna leave some space on that word, for that word winter. I'm gonna have to see if that's on our stickers or, because I don't think it's any of the little things, and I'm not sure if it's on the stamp set, but I will check. All right, just like that. I might not put that all the way down because I want to make sure I have room for the word. Let me see if that's on our stickers or not. No, where's the word winter come from? Stamp the word winter, so we're gonna stamp it. And let me make sure I've got my block out here. I know I had it earlier. I was using it, so it's got to be around here someplace. Hold on for 1 second. I interrupt your regular program to find a block. I know I had. Get thrown somewhere else. Okay, we'll have to pause for a sec. I knew I had it, so it was hiding. So we're gonna grab the word winter here. Put this one back. I'm gonna go ahead and season it before I put it on the blog just because it's easier to me. And line it up. I'm kind of looking at the line that's on the block there to help me. And then we need some black. So, because I'm gonna stamp, let me make sure I can fit winter. I'm gonna not use this last one. I'll save that because we might have another journaling strip and then I'll have room for winter. You could have stamped first, of course. So if you haven't done it yet and you want to stamp first, then you'll be able to rearrange your journaling strips, or you just go ahead and do those journaling lines. And I'm going to put this at the top. It's a lot of space there to make up, so press it down, let it sink into that paper. And see how I did. Hey, nice. All right, so decorations for that. We need a blue sapphire snowflake, and that is gonna go, where's my foam tape? That's gonna go down here. So on yours, you can put it down here at the bottom. Because I have a little space here, because of my journaling strips, I am going to put mine at the top, I believe. Either that one or the other little piece. It looks like there's, okay, so there's a brown snowflake and then the blue snowflake. So I might just move them. But yours will go down to the lower right if you want. Here, right? I'm gonna stick mine up here a little bit, just to cover up that empty space. And then grab your brown one and do that. And I'll show you on the paper, and I'm sure you have your paper in front of you, but I'll show you just in case where it's supposed to be. So I think I'm just gonna put that offset there. So normally it will look like this. So go ahead and do it whatever way you want, but I made little mistakes, so I was gonna do it that way. Flip this back over. And nothing decorating here. Over here, the word memories, right here on your paper. And I might just, instead of tacking it there, I might tack it down a little bit. Let me see. Well, I think I still will tack it there. I'm just gonna have to powder a lot of it, so it doesn't get on my photo. And I will just pop it over here. And I'm kind of pushing it all the way into the other mat too, so that gives some good space to stick. And nothing on this. Now we're gonna work on, let's do the top part here. You're gonna need these moments sticker right here and the other sapphire one. Now this is gonna go down flat, so I'm gonna put the glue on it. Put that down first. And then this sticker goes next to it on the mat. You can overlap it slightly. Okay, down in this spot is a little brown snowflake too. I think some of my snowflakes flew. There it is. And so I'm going to put some foam tape on that one. And put that right up here. See how fast this layout is going? I mean, really. If you don't have to draw those journaling lines, that will take you a while. And then this big fat one. He is going to also be leaning over onto this. I am going to put him down flat because we may pop up a sticker or something. So on the right-hand side of his body, I will not put adhesive at all, just the left. And then just overlap him. So adorable. And then next to it is the cute little ski lodge sign. Love that. And I'm gonna dust off the top of it. And I don't think I'm gonna pop it up. I I think I'm just gonna stick it there, like it's in the snow of the white part, right? And then we've got, that looks like another sticker, yes. This sticker right here. Again, going to dust off the top part where it would touch a photo. And that he's gonna be sitting down in the snow. This is cute, or what? Oh my gosh. I love it. A sapphire snowflake. This one can be popped up. This is so cute. It's those little snowmen. They get me every time. I've even decorated for Christmas. I've decorated using all snowmen because I just love them, even though I hate snow. Love snowflakes or snowmen. All right, and that goes right there to his lower right, and then over here is going to be the bigger one. That one. And I think that may be it for that part. I think we are good. And we'll move on to the next one. All right. Just like that. And that goes just kind of down here, hanging out down there. That would be pretty with the sparkle. If you guys got sparkles, any of these snowflakes would look awesome with that. All right, let's move that one over. Bring down page 2. And let me grab page 2 off my table. And now we know how to do it because we just did it. So let's start with the striped page. And and let me go ahead and tear these. First, I think I'm gonna try and tear them together if they're not too strong. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Yeah. So I am trying to get into the Christmas mood. We've been having Christmas music going. I'm watching the holiday baking show, and I've got the place decorated. This is so unusual for me, you guys. I never decorate. We never have a Christmas tree. But life has changed, so we're changing with it. And I'm even in charge of the food list at Christmas. My mom somehow suckered me into that one. I don't know what happened there. So now I'm trying to make a list for everybody because we're going to do a potluck instead, because we just had a big Thanksgiving dinner. And, you know, my mom is 80 and she shouldn't have to cook a lot. And even though we all bring stuff, it's still a lot of work for her. So we're doing a potluck this time for Christmas. All right, that's the bottom one, and you want to take the other striped paper for the top. So I'm in charge of saying how many main dishes, how many side dishes, desserts, appetizers, and all that. So I got to figure that out. I can cook for whole big groups at my retreats, but this has been weird to put together this list. So I'm not used to having other people bring the stuff. All right, grab your torn strips, push those up against the striped, and now the top. Make sure the white side is showing, the side that it's towards you, because that really makes that nice little edge that kind of looks snowy. Push that up against the stripe. And then remember, we're going to put the line of glue on the lagoon, the straight side of the lagoon. Up, I grabbed my other glue this time. This one comes out so much faster, but a little too much, you know. So let me know in the comments if you guys are in charge of food at Christmas, or if you get to just bring something or not have to bring something at all. Love to hear your stories. All right, go right across there. But we're going to be having lots more artwork. I'm so excited to be home. Make all this for you. Next up, I'm going to be working on the Creative Design Studio for Christmas Story, and I hope, once I finish my tutorial, to make some Christmas cards from the PML cards. So we'll hope that I have time to do that before Sunday. Because I still have to do the tutorials for the cards too. But that's, we were hoping to do a little bonus for you guys this time. All right, that's, that looks good. Now I think we just need to do the mats. I'm gonna kind of match up these mats just to get me started. So pretty close there. And I believe the one on left is gonna be melon colored. Getting too much stuff on my table, need to clean it. So I wanna make sure it's kind of going right across from where this one is. And then about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and nice and straight. And let me do the other one, and then all the rest will fall into place. So just right across from that one, and straight. Looking here to make sure it's straight, looking here to make sure it's straight. Okay, I think we're good with that. And now we'll just do all the rest. So my stuff's getting messy. All right, next is the lagoon. Is that correct? Oh, no, that actually is gonna go in here. It'll be glacier for the mat, I think, yeah. So the glacier mat, about 1/8 of an inch away. You can measure it if you want. The melon mat at the top. Oh, this would be a cute place where you could do the light side, dark side, light side, dark side. That would be really cute. Add some interest to your page. Just like that. And then down here, another melon. Eighth of an inch. Keep it straight. And up here, the glacier. And then we'll fill those in. Like that. Looking good. All right, now. So this one is gonna need a little piece of white paper. And that's going to have a nice little title on it. So right in the center of that lagoon. Up here's a photo. So put your photo or photo placeholder or nothing. These photo placeholders make a nice double mat too. I love them. So I could always have that nice white look around it too. I don't know if you guys even can buy these. I can't remember if these are available to customers or if it's a consultant only thing. If you do need them, let me know. I can always get them for you. Let me see. Did I run out of, yes I did. I ran out of that placeholder again. I don't know how I counted wrong. Good thing I have a lot. All right. Another placeholder here. And then the last is another journaling spot. Lagoon first, and then the white. So, with Close to My Heart, I earned a trip to go wherever I want. Basically, they give you $5,000 in travel credit. And so we are thinking about going to Nashville. Does anybody live in Nashville, or have you been there, and what can you recommend? This is also going to be journaling spot, so I'm going to go back with my, see, we're not putting a title on this time. I'm going to go back with my little journaling strips that I cut at 2 1/2. And put them in here. So, yep, if you've been to Nashville, let me know. It looks like a great place to go. You know what? Now, these ones are the thinner ones here, and I want the thick ones all the way, so I'm going to cut again. so I can get the thick ones that are at the top of this page. So I want them to all matchy-matchy. So we would be going in the spring, May or June maybe. My son's girlfriend wants to go after she turns 21. I don't blame her, you know, Nashville. It is a lot of bars and all that stuff, so it would probably be fun for her. All right, and then right up to the top like that, okay. Looks good. Let's start decorating over here first. What do we have at the top there? Must be a sticker of some sort, I'm guessing. Let me see. If not, it might be a zip strip. Nope, it's a sticker. So it's right here. And that just goes over the top of this one. And so to protect my photo, I'm just going to put it right above the photo placeholder on the mat. And then over here is the same thing with the polka dot one. I'm just going to put it over my placeholder onto the mat. And then the green one down here. So this is the striped here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just stick it on the mat instead of the photo. But if you have your photos, you can put it right on it. And let's do this first. It looks easier. You're going to need a sapphire snowflake. And that can be popped up. And this is going to go, oops, I did forget something. I forgot the, before I take that backing off, she's got the two little glitter paper strips. Boy, either I cut them wrong or she cut them a lot thinner and then told us the wrong measurements for these, because hers are very, very thin. So if you want them thinner, cut one in half. I'm going to put them as is, because it's not going to really matter, I don't think, on this. But it does look like she cut them at an eighth of an inch or a quarter of an inch instead of a half. All right, now I'm going to take this off for the little snowflake. And it's going to go in the upper left of that glitter paper. Right, like that. And then a little star right there. And let's use the stronger glue right here. It's not a star, it's a snowflake. And then let it snow. Is that a sticker, or are we doing some more? Yep, we're gonna do some more stamping. So remember, I'm doing this as you do it, so I haven't done it ahead of time, but I would recommend, if you haven't already started on this little element, to do the stamping first. And I do know that I don't have this block here, so I'm going to use my ruler, which I sometimes do when I'm stamping and I don't have the block. And it looks like, oh, she did she inked the top of the snow stamp with glacier ink and the bottom in sapphire ink. So I'll show you how to do that. And where did my sapphire go? So you could do this with a block. I'm just got my ruler here so I don't have to run into the other room. So just inking the words let it in the glacier. And then I'm gonna go with a sapphire and do the word snow. So I'm just inking that word snow because that makes a nice little ombre look. And then I wanna grab my spongy thing to put under. This really helps your stamping. And then this is gonna go basically in the middle. And I've got this in the way, so I'm gonna pull that up for a minute. So stamp first. And I'm gonna just use my ruler. All right, that should look good. And it does. I'm gonna put this back on now. And then down here, two little of the fern leaves and the big snowflake. Okay, so let's put some adhesive on that. That's gonna go kind of here on the glitter paper. And then another piece, another little green piece. just above it, tilted, and then grab some pop tape for the snowflake. Dimension. Dimension is everything. Another thing that adds interest to your page. Layering, dimension, balance, proportion, variety, movement, all these principles of design you want to pay attention to. All right, that's done there. Let's move on over to this lower right. Okay, right here is a little tiny sticker. And let's find that. That is a little blue snowflake right here. Okay, I'm not gonna pop that one because it's tiny. I'm just gonna overlap it. Then right here, mine totally broke. So I'm gonna have to piece it together, but here it's this little snowflake, and you can see mine's broke. So I'm gonna glue it, shiny side, and then I'm gonna kind of piece the other parts together to it, and hopefully they'll look okay. Hopefully yours is intact. So I'm gonna put a little dot here, a little dot here, and a little dot here, and try to fit those in, dull side up. And they're probably not gonna be perfect because I don't know which one broke off from which side, and they're so tiny. It's gonna be too hard to tell. So I'm just gonna, put the shiny side down. I'm just gonna kind of layer them in there. I can tell that one definitely doesn't go there. Try it there. And this one here. Oop, gotta do the dull side, not the shiny side. There we go. So they got a little bit of glue on them. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. And let that dry. And then you need a little brown snowflake. I'm gonna pop that one. And that goes about 1/3 of the way down on this mat. Then grab your snowman with the coral, let me see, gray hat, coral trim, green scarf. And then he's gonna go about here. And I'm not popping him because I'm gonna pop the reindeer. So he's gonna go kind of here with his hand touching the mat. Really, I think I'm gonna put him down just a touch because I want him to kind of be touching that snow. And then the deer. And this is the deer with the coral scarf. So get some pop on him, pop tape. And he'll kind of overlap the other one. And then I think we have just one more sticker, and that is pretty much it. And we'll be done with all of this, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope that tutorials help you. I know that Close to My Heart doesn't have quite the time they used to have during COVID to do as many as they used to do. So Valerie and I are trying to make up for that. If there's other things you want me to do, let me know. I'm always looking for new ideas. I am going to do a series on using your stash. So I hope that helps you. But definitely tell me if there's things that you wish that I would do. And I will work on it. All right, let's get these backings off. So next up is finishing Christmas Story, and then I hope to start doing one of my older things that I didn't get to before while I was off gallivanting or moving. This is going to go just overlapping him. These are journaling, so it doesn't matter if it goes on there. And then I'm gonna, I want to pull up some of the stuff I missed while I was away. So this one, right there. And I think we're good. I think we are good. So let me stand up and show you both pages together. And I will be back soon. Have a great day. I appreciate you.